All right, hi, Sadiq here. Yesterday, I was going through some of the surveys which we had done for financial advisors and also people who are pursuing their QPFP certification program. And we asked people around, what are the fears which they have in mind, what are the roadblocks which they have, what are the goals and aspirations which they have. And somehow I could make out that people really are not clear about how the financial advisory business really functions. Okay, and many people are confused to build a very good model, business model, or let's say a practice model around this profession of financial advisory. Okay, so to that extent, I thought I'll make a video to simply, in a very simple way, explain how this financial advisory profession combined with a good business model really works, so that there is a clear cut path to build a great financial advisory practice in, let's say, 3 to 5 years. I don't think so it really takes more than 3 5 or max to max 7 years to have a very good established financial advisory profession, but there has to be a systematic way to go around building that. Okay, so to that extent, I've made this model which will help us to kind of understand how this all really functions and how you can actually go about building a great practice. Okay, so some of these things I already explained in many of my previous sessions or webinars, but I'm trying to kind of simplify it much further, more further, to make sure that you really get this right, and then so that you have a focused way of building your practice. Okay, let's get started. I'll talk about the number one thing in this model last, but let's start with the ideal clients. Okay, so we all want ideal clients, right? And that's what we are all really chasing for. Do some marketing, some sales, so that we have lots and lots of clients, and who can give us business, assets, and income, right? But let's talk about a couple of things around what really are ideal clients. Okay. I think if you're in a consultancy model in financial advisory rather than a transactional model, if you're more like a consultant offering end-to-end advice and solutions to your client, all you need is 100 good families in this entire world who are like completely trusting you and giving you 100% of their valid share. Okay, so you want to have those 100 to 200 clients who are giving you, let's say, around anywhere between 10,000 rupees to 1 lakh revenues per annum, and who are giving you 100% of their valid share. Completely trust you for everything and anything when it comes to personal finance. So it all start, it really starts. We all start really with this. Okay, so we need to have the ideal clients in place, 100 to 200 good families giving us 100% of their valid share and giving us a minimum revenue per client of anywhere between, let's say, 10,000 rupees to 1 lakh rupees. So that's ideal clients. Okay. Now, the best way to give you a recommendation. Obviously, you are a financial advisor, a consultant, a financial intermediary. So you need to give your recommendations. People have come to you, or you've gone to them saying that you're an expert in this field, right? So what is it that we need to be really doing? And the best way to give our recommendations, that's the ultimate job. That's why we are getting paid, right? Is to align all your recommendations to the financial goals. Now, financial goals can mean financial needs, risk management. It can be all the goals like retirement, children's education, or it can be house purchase, tax planning. Then it can move on to dreams. So if people want to go on, they have their hobbies. They want financial freedom. They want to cut short their retirement, or they want to go on a big tour. And stuff like that. So these are dreams, right? And then if people want to really pass on the legacy to their next generation, then succession planning. Okay, so anything and everything. I told this earlier before also. Any money which a person has, it needs to be either consumed or conserved for next generation. There is no third use of money. Okay, and that's what we are responsible for, to make sure that the money and the wealth people have are actually being utilized for the right set of needs, goals, and dreams. So the best way we can work with clients is to actually align all our recommendations to one of their goals. And if they do not have goals, or if they cannot think of goals, it's our job to help them articulate them, discover them, explore them, and fix them. Okay, so that whatever investments they do, whatever products they buy, they are aligned to one of the goals, and they stick around with that particular investment or financial product. And in case they do not have any financial goals, or they are not ready to disclose financial goals, what we need to do is actually get them onto wealth management. Okay, wealth management starts with wealth accumulation, preservation, and distribution. Okay, so there has to be some of the other goal or objective when we are dealing with our clients and giving our recommendations. So that's financial goals. So once you work on the financial goals, ultimately when you are working on financial goals, it generates or brings in assets. Okay, so people either buy financial products or invest in financial products. Okay, when we work around financial goals. Okay, so ultimately financial goals leads to assets and income. Okay, so when we do retirement planning, obviously people do SIPs, and it grows on to become a retirement corpus. When people do children's education, we do regular investments, and it goes on to become a big corpus, and which then gets utilized. Or even when we are doing let's say a house purchase, people want to buy a house, you have to make a down payment, or people have to buy a loan. So everything, when we talk about financial goals, ultimately everything leads to assets, which ultimately converts to income, or it can also be directly income. Instead of going through all the financial goals are not really about assets. So suppose you are doing tax consultancy, or you are doing loan consultancy, or you are doing succession consultancy. It really does not generate into or leads to assets. Okay, so it can be a combination of assets and income, and whenever it's assets, any which ways we know that it gets converted into income. So that's the fourth part. So and that's all what we really want to become good at, right? Ultimately, income is important for all of us. Not really in a very we should not be greedy about income, but at the same time, income is definitely one of the key indicator of our progress and success. So to that extent, having and the whole business model is about how stable, how consistent, and how good is your income based on the energy, expertise, and experience which you bring to the table. So this is what we all really want, right? And if we can get this right, okay, I think you're solved. You're home with the rest of your career if we get this right. But one of the most important thing, which I just kept it for the last part, is something which people really don't pay attention to. Okay, and which is actually the starting point of a financial advisory profession or a business. Okay, and that's value. Okay, how do we create value? How do we create value for the clients, so that we can make them an offer? Okay, so ideal clients, why will ideal clients come to you? People who have money and people who want to work with a professional like you. Why do they want to come with you? They will come to you when they see that, okay, you have an offer to make. Okay, you have a value proposition. Okay, when you have something which is like, okay, which can solve their problems, or can create new opportunities, something which they have not thought of earlier. Now you are creating some new opportunities for them. So value creation, friends, is the number one role or number one block of this financial advisory business. Okay, so but how do we create value? And mostly what happens is people straight away jump financial advisors straight away jump to acquiring clients. They do not have a good value proposition in place. Okay, they do not have a good, let's say, a product, a solution. Okay, which is attractive enough for clients to attract. You should have a value proposition which acts like a magnet. Okay, which acts like a magnet to attract the right kind of ideal clients which you want, those 100 to 200 clients. So how do we create this value proposition? Okay, so value proposition is created by, I told you, two things: either solve the problems or create new opportunities. There's no third way of creating a value proposition for any business, profession, or any practice. Okay, so we need to solve problems, we need to create new opportunities for our clients, and that value proposition, that solving problems and creation of opportunities, frankly does not happen through some kind of a technology or some kind of a research software, or just learning some marketing skills and sales skills. No, it happens through a proper domain expertise. Okay, it's knowledge and skills, and your own mindset and attitude and your character, which helps you to create that immense value for your clients. Okay, so once we have that value proposition, okay, we create an offer, we position it, we kind of create an we build a whole positioning and make it like okay, this is what I'm here for and I can help you with. Okay, and that help you with cannot be about just investing in, let's say, a mutual fund, or it cannot be about just buying a life insurance policy. It has to be much more than that. Okay, it has to be much more than that, and that can be let's say financial well-being or financial freedom, or you want to call it financial planning, or you want to call it as let's say financial helping them achieve all their financial goals. So we need to give it a name. We need to make it a kind of offering from our side and package it nicely and then go to our ideal clients. Okay, so that's how you make an offer. Now, the last thing is over deliver. Okay, we have always spoken about 4x delivery. 4x delivery. So when a client gives us, okay, either through commissions or fees, okay, one thing which we are very clear about is absolutely no problem in either earning through commissions or fees, as long as you are delivering value, over delivering value, and also you're transparent and you're unbiased in your recommendation. So we as financial advisors should make it a we should have it in our DNA to over deliver whatever we are earning. Okay, we are earning X, we need to deliver something worth 4x. That's how businesses and professions actually should function. We need to over deliver every single time for whatever penny we are earning from our client. It cannot be X is equal to X. It has to be X is equal to something more than X. Okay, so if you have this model in place, okay, I think you're sorted for life. Frankly, you're sorted for life. You don't really have to complicate things. Just start with value creation. What is it that why should people really work with you today? You need to ask this to yourself time and again, okay? And if you do not have that, you need to have that complete confidence that I'm valuable to the society, to the clients, to this world in some other way, okay? So value creation is very important. Once you are able to create that value with your knowledge, skills and products and solutions which you create, you make an offer to the ideal clients. That is marketing, right? You hunt for the ideal clients and make an offer to your ideal clients. Then you align it to financial goals, and financial goals ultimately leads to assets and income. And when you have assets and income, it's time to deliver. Okay, it's time to deliver what you have promised. Okay, what you have promised. Here you have created. Here, once you have the money in place in your bank account, it's time to now deliver. Okay. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say. I think if you can really get this right, you can really make a very clean and focused way of building your financial advisory practice and be at peace about, and not really think too much about future. Things will keep changing, that's fine, but the basic fundamentals of business will not change, friends. So to that extent, get your financial advisory business model in place. How really you're going to create value and generate income. You need to have that cycle mapped out for yourself, okay, and your clients. I hope this video is useful, and thank you so much. I really and if you think this was useful, just hit a reply button and let me know. I thought this can add quite a lot of value to you. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you.